Welcome, Greek U Nation, to episode number 485 of the Fraternity Foodie Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Ayalon, CEO of Greek University. I'm a speaker and an author. Our fifth book just came out. It's called Perseverance and How to Be a Great Fraternity or Sorority Alumnus. So go and pick that up on Amazon or Barnes & Noble today. We call these episodes the Fraternity Foodie Podcast because there is nothing like great food to bring college students together. Fun fact, my favorite thing to talk about other than food is networking, PR, and storytelling. So I absolutely can't wait to talk to our next guest, who happens to be a publicist, a storyteller, an author, and a mom who knows how to stand out in a crowd. So let us talk to our next guest. It's Margot Black. She is more than just a marketing guru. She is a natural storyteller with comedic flair. Her acclaimed comedy memoir, it's called Where's My Award, was dubbed by the Huffington Post as a love letter to all working moms. In this award-winning book, Margot showcases her wit, her wisdom, and humor while offering a behind-the-scenes look into the world of publicity and entertainment. Now, Margot has taken her publicity and marketing expertise and penned a new book. It's called Life's a Pitch: How to Win What You Want in Business and in Life. This definitive guide draws on her 20 plus years of experience in working with clients worldwide, offering invaluable insights into building and connecting with your audience, mastering professional or personal persuasion, and crafting a killer, memorable, and impactful pitch in a multimedia, multi-platform, short attention span universe. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, a college student, anyone seeking to make a big leap in life, Margot's experience and expertise make her the ultimate ally in your life. Her warm, sassy, no-nonsense professional approach packs a punch that will delightfully guide you to success. Welcome to the show, Margot.
Thank
We're
you,
ready.
Michael. All right. I just really learned that I have to shorten that bio after that introduction. You are fantastic. As soon as I get off here, I'm knocking that bio down. I was traveling. I don't know what I did or didn't look at, but now I'm going to make it 3 lines. You are gold.
I
I can't
love
believe
it.
you
I
wrote
love
5 books
it.
for my hero. It's nice to be here.
It is great for you to be on the show. You have so much energy. I absolutely love it. And, I want to talk to you about your undergraduate experience because I was born in Manhattan, little known fact, and you decided on NYU for your undergraduate experience. So our listeners need to know, why did you decide on NYU? You could have gone anywhere.
I can't believe you were born in Manhattan and you have all your R's. I was born in Brooklyn, and I don't even know why my parents named me Margot, because my whole life they were like, Margot, what are you doing? Margot, no R's. I went to NYU. I actually transferred in and I loved NYU. It was global. It was, so much stimulation and a great education. I had a wonderful time. I was excited to answer this for your college audience. And that is because I know many times the media, of which I work in, presents the college experience, which many people are looking for college right now, we're not happy where they are, as like this 4 years of utopia. And it's really not quite that. I went to NYU because I transferred in there. I was miserable where I started the first 2 years.
Mhm.
And I transferred into NYU. My mother was ill at the time. It was the easiest solution for me. And I could transfer without losing any credits or money. And the best thing that happened is NYU was filled with stimulation, and I got to go to Madrid and study in Spain, which had a major impact in my life. So I just want to say this to your audience. If you're not happy, if you're not having that like picture perfect, which that doesn't even exist in life, college experience, it's okay. You can try other things. I went many places throughout college and I graduated from NYU. So if yours isn't ideal, there's lots of chances you'll get what you need out of the whole experience
I
anyway.
love it. It's a great lesson. It really, really is. I mean, I think the college students, when I talk to them, they just think that life is a straight line. And you and I know from experience, it is not a straight line. It is a series of wrong turns, U-turns, and all kinds
Yeah,
of adjustments on the fly. That's the truth. Okay.
that's the
So,
truth of it. And mine's a very, very, very messy trajectory for college. And so I just want to tell any college student listening, don't you fear. you will learn. Whether you're learning what you don't like or what you do like, one way or another, you will learn a lot.
100%, 100%.
And
Now,
very few people have that just perfect looking, college experience.
yeah, I don't think there is
Very
a
few.
single person that has a perfect college experience. Things go wrong, and you got to
Yes.
adjust, and that's life. And you're also the founder and director of Black Ink Public Relations and Marketing for over 20 years. Tell our audience, why are you so passionate about PR and marketing?
Well, I love PR and marketing, Michael, because I like to help people get what they want. And Black Ink PR is built on one simple principle, and that's of being of service to others. And I truly believe that happiness for people, both business wise and personally, comes when they're walking in the direction of what they want. And at its very best, you want to be walking in the direction of what you want effectively. And that's where Black Ink PR comes in, because we help really magnify people's strengths, magnify group strengths, present them in their very best light, and help them clean up so they can understand how other people can receive them in the very best way so they have a chance of going where they want to go.
Wow, there are so many implications here for college students and student organizations that are trying to stand out from the crowd, whether it be a job, a career, recruiting more fraternity and sorority members. There's a lot of implications here where we can go. I think I want to talk about your book because, again, it's called Life's a Pitch: How to Win What You Want in Business and in Life. There's the book, and you can see the front cover to go buy it on Amazon right now. How do you adopt a mindset that makes you so unstoppable in life?
Well, I don't think I'm unstoppable. I'm definitely a woman who needs an occasional, fountain diet Coke and a nap. I mean, I don't think anybody's unstoppable. Everybody needs rest, right? But
Sure.
I do think that when people describe me as unstoppable, which people do, or Energizer Bunny or something like that,
Mhm.
I think they just mean the energy. And I would like to say this to every college student, to everybody: true power in life comes from having choices. It does not come from having a Maserati or six-pack abs or perfect long hair. It comes from having choices. And you can see that if you look at a toddler or a teenager, you tell either one that you have to do this, they will not be happy. But if you give them choices, they will be happy. What I truly believe that I wrote about in this book, and it's from my experience as a publicist, I get rejected all the time to get what I want. But what you really want out of life is to get yourself choices, because when you have more choices, you have more power personally and professionally. So if you just think, I'm going to out there to get myself more opportunities and I'm going to get myself more possibilities, walk in that direction of getting yourself a few more choices. Things become more manageable. Life isn't as overwhelming. It doesn't feel as enormous. It just feels, step that way, make that choice. Don't close off choices. Just give yourself, for what you want in your life, a few more choices. And I have really actionable steps as to how to do that. Um, but that's what I believe people want. So when they say, how do you get that much energy? It's because here I am. I like to serve and to help. So right now, in this possibility and opportunity, I am with you and also helping my book. I found the possibility, right? That's what people want. That will give any listener more personal power and more choice in life, which is what most people are really after.
Wow, this is just genius. I mean, you're summarizing creating life happiness and you're explaining it to us in words that make sense. And you're right. When I was a college student, I thought that the path to happiness was having a brand new Mustang in the driveway. And I went out and I got that and I was broke because I was paying for that Mustang. And then
That's it.
I never got the happiness I was seeking.
That's what happens.
I
That's what
know.
happens. People really work hard for things. I'm in Los Angeles. All right.
Yeah,
I see people work really hard for a lot of material objects,
right.
but it's really an internal game, all of life. But this book, Life's a Pitch, is really talking about, you just want to get yourself up to bat. I don't care what it is. You want to get yourself up to bat. And most importantly, for everything, many people take themselves out of the game too fast.
Mhm.
Other people will, and other people will reject you in life. That's just part of life. That's natural. But you don't have to be the one to take yourself out of the game.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just
Yeah.
go for what you want. So, look, you want to date with a girl, you got to ask out 10 girls maybe, right? Or at least focus on 2 or 3, but get yourself up to bat. You just don't know in life where it's all going to come from. So stay in the game and get yourself to bat. That's why it's like, I called it life's a pitch, because so many people say, I don't even know what we can or can't say. They say life's a B,
A B.
you know,
Yeah.
and really less complaining, more pitching. I'm just keeping your show super G rated, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
Less
absolutely do.
complaining, more pitching,
Mhm.
go out and do it. And most people aren't getting themselves up to bat for whatever they want nearly enough.
Yeah, that's it right there in a nutshell. I mean, life is about essentially just never giving up. I mean, you look at it, I talk to college students about this all the time. I remember their Apple computer was on the front page of a really big magazine, and they were talking about the failure of the company. And then, fast forward, a few years ago, they're the first $1 trillion company. So, the attitude is we're just never going to give up. And if you never give up, then ultimately you're going to get to where you want to go. But too many people give up too early right before they're about to hit what they want. So I
I
think
see
you're
that. And
100%.
I just want to say this to make it even smaller and
Yeah,
easier for people. I know
sure.
people say never give up, but
Yeah,
sometimes that's so big. Like, I want to have a house, or I want to have $1 million, right? Or I want to date a supermodel. That's so big.
yeah.
I'm just saying,
Start small.
take a shot today.
Yeah,
Take a shot. Take a shot in the direction you want to go. One shot each day. Take a shot.
I love it. I love it. Take that one shot. I totally
Take that
believe in it.
shot every day. Take a shot. Do
Well,
something for what you want in the future. And thinking of it that way lowers the stakes and makes it a lot easier. Just take a swing.
so let's lower the stakes for college students who want to find more opportunities in terms of their career after
Mhm.
graduation. What do you suggest that they do in terms of taking their shot?
On that one, I have a big one. So the first thing is just know that failure is going to be your friend. It's hard, right? Nobody likes looking for work. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes feeling rejected. And that part of life is usually filled with it, unless you have like a parent or somebody just kind of offering it to you like on a platter. Most people don't. So it's going to be filled with rejection.
Mm.
Here's what to do to get the stakes in your favor. 3 things. And this I really write about in my book. The
Mhm.
first one are the visuals, right? You need to go out into the world looking like somebody who's going to get that job. Now, there are tons of times I walk out and I'm in my sweatpants or something else, and some days I get dressed. Other day, I was taking my son to the orthodontist fully dressed in workwear, and I met somebody that I worked with and got another job. So I was like, thank God. And in the last minute, I thought, oh, I really just wanted to put on my cozy pants.
Mm.
But go out in the world, visuals count. So when you're out in the world looking for work, go look like it. Look like the job you have. Look like, I know that sounds like some sort of like Hallmark sticker, but the visuals count. So you want to be the person. We are visual creatures, and it's very underestimated how many choices we make. Truly, human animals only believe what they see. So make sure you look fantastic in the world when you're going out to do it. The second thing is, lots of times people are, looking and need more opportunities, and they need more interviews, and people say, what's going on? And they'll say nothing, not much. I'm looking for a job. Yeah, it sucks. You got to have a good 2 lines.
Yes.
I finished this, I'm doing that, and I'm excited about this possibility. That's
Yeah.
it.
You're so
Wrap your
right.
package and have a good and hand over a gift.
Yeah, you're so right. I mean, everybody asks you, like, how are you doing? And the common answer is, I'm doing fine. But instead of that, just have some success story that you are ready to sell. So if you are a college senior and somebody says, hey, what's new? Instead of saying not much, I want you to say, in my sorority, we just absolutely killed it in terms of recruitment, and we grew our student organization by 65%. Something like that. Share a success story, whatever that is, in your class, in your organization, whatever. And that is a much better answer to the question of how
So
are you
much better.
doing? It's
And
so
for
much
somebody,
better.
you can own it for yourself. Like, I was so excited. I just took part in the recruitment process, and we upped our recruitment by 65%. I'm looking for possibilities with recruitment, and somebody mentioned headhunting to me. Do you know anything about that job field?
Hmm, hmm. Beautiful.
And pass the baton. Pass the baton. Don't let it end. pass the baton.
I love it.
So something that happened, something you're excited about, and pass the baton.
So, along those lines, assuming that a college student is about to meet a CEO in a company that they want to work for, how do you create that great elevator pitch in a networking situation that's just very, very tight in terms of the amount of time this guy's going to give you?
Okay, two things I want to say. For the elevator pitch, to answer your question very specifically, I definitely wrote it about in my book, so check that
Mhm,
out.
mhm,
And that key is something I'm passionate about, like a skill, right? A skill that I have, a
mhm,
passion I have, and a future I'm looking for. So maybe that is, throughout my career, I've gotten A's in science. I'm really fascinated by cooking. I've had a job in a restaurant for the last 3 years, and I'm truly looking for opportunities to be with chefs and learn more about the restaurant industry. That's why I was so excited about your restaurant, Michael, and meeting you. Show how your skill is, what
uh-huh.
your passion is. You're a college student, right?
Yep, yep.
You're young. You've got passion and nobody can teach passion. So tell me something you have of value to the situation, your passion, and where you're going. Those are the three things you want in that one sentence to get to. Okay. And then the other thing is really important, and it's this: a confused mind never buys. So it's your job to clarify who you are in that moment, right? And you have to get it out. Michael, thank you so much for having me on Greek University. I was super excited that you saw through my book the opportunity to speak to college students, and I could not be happier to participate with you here today. All of my work is relevant to college students, and I'm thrilled to have this opportunity. Thank you.
100%. It is very applicable to college students and fraternity and sorority members as well. A perfect example is all of the college fraternities and sororities who are listening right now. Every single one of them wants to stand out from the crowd on social media. It's
Oh,
so
I
easy to
lost a
get
word.
lost.
It went to quiet. Oh my God, I lost the words. How did I just lose your words?
I don't know. How did you lose my words? So I'll tell you again. So basically, the college fraternities and sororities, all of them, they all want to stand out from a crowd, right?
Okay.
So the question
Yes.
is, how do they do that on social media?
Okay. The sound went out for a second, but I think I understand the question. That's why I was panicking. Oh my
You're
gosh.
good.
I think you said how do fraternities and sororities stand out on social media, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
3 ways. Visuals. Make sure your visuals are interesting. I know everybody's pretty and sexy, but you have to show me a little bit of something else too. Maybe you're showing me your dog mascot. Maybe you're showing me the person who cooks your meals. Maybe you're showing me how you guys all are super clean or something, right? Like, in the past, fraternities have been thought of as really messy. Look how clean we are, or something like that. And then so those are the visuals, right? You really want
Mhm,
to think about your visuals, and you need to at best be entertaining with them. Um, and then values. This is where most people really fail. They
mm,
can't really quite say what they stand for, especially in college life, past like great parties and pretty people. You
mhm,
want to say, we are the this, right?
mhm,
You asked me
mhm.
up front, how about Black service? And I said, Black Ink PR. And I said one word, service.
Yeah,
So you've got to get like what it is that you stand for. Maybe it's 3 words, maybe it's 2 sentences, but you need to have everybody able to verbalize that. And it's at best from a value position, not just words like we're so pretty or something, but we value this.
right.
We value connection. We value a tribe. We value education, and we value the opportunity to go through it together as friends.
I love it. I love
Who
it.
doesn't
So,
want to belong to that? Right?
amen.
That's way better.
Yeah, I'm with you. So here's the nice thing about fraternities and sororities. You started talking about values. We
Mhm.
have very specific values in fraternity and sorority life. So I'm going to tell you for my fraternity, we have this creed that we memorize, and there are certain things in the creed that talk about the values of who we are, right? So I'm going to tell you what the creed is for my fraternity. It goes like this: I believe in Sigma Pi, a fellowship of kindred minds,
Mhm.
united in brotherhood to
Mhm.
advance truth and justice, to promote scholarship, to
Mhm.
encourage chivalry, to
Mhm.
diffuse culture, and to develop character in the service of God and man. And I will strive to make real the fraternity's ideals in my own daily life. that is basically the values of the organization. So in there, you heard truth and justice and scholarship and service and chivalry. These are the things that we believe as fraternity men in my fraternity. So you also believe that the values are fundamental to business. And
Yes.
so I guess the question is, how do we get the students on a college campus to really understand who we are and what our values are, other than just drinking alcohol?
Okay, this is a great example because you use those values that you showed, right?
Yeah,
So if this was my fraternity and
yeah.
I was trying to show those values, which is really important to stand for something. Even on my Blacking PR, it says stand up, stand out, and stand for something,
Hmm.
right? I
Hmm.
stand for helping people understand how to shine their brightest. I'm like a professional maximizer is what I do. Let me take the very best of you and shine it the brightest. You want to take values. The one that stuck in my mind because it was funny was chivalry,
Yeah.
right? How do we see chivalry today? Show me somebody helping somebody across the street. Show me helping you help a lady maybe, pick up her dog and get it in the car. Show it to me. You must show
Mm.
it to me. And the best of it is if I saw somebody like on a Saturday morning in a tuxedo picking up trash.
Yeah.
Show it to me,
Yeah.
right? And then
Hmm.
studious, you can show the people maybe logging study time or whatever it is, but I need to see it. You can't just say it. We all know just words are blech if we don't
Yeah.
see the actions. So
Yeah.
show me the very best of it. Maybe a sorority or fraternity would take one word for 1 month and make a contest who can show the most chivalrous picture and use that as a photo essay throughout the month.
Ooh,
That's far more engaged,
that is like
right?
gold. I mean, if you took each one of those values and we went through like 5 or 6 of them, and take chivalry, I think it's a great example. If we can show for the month of September that we are going to show chivalry every day for the month of September, and either take video or take photo, still photo of us engaging in that chivalrous behavior. And by the way, chivalry is not just the way that men treat women, it's just how we treat other humans, with
Right,
respect, right? I mean, it's just common decency to each other. That's
right,
really what we're talking about. It's
right,
not a male female thing.
right,
Anyway, so if
right.
we can
And maybe
demonstrate
you make an
that,
essay every right. Maybe you make an essay every day, chivalry,
yes,
chivalry in the lunchroom,
yes,
chivalry after a party, the cleanup or whatever it is, walking a girl to a car. That is so much more
100%.
enjoyable and fascinating than keeping it at just a flat word.
Yeah, but here's the catch. We actually have to do those things. So if they know our fraternity for not being chivalrous, then there's a problem. Now we have a disconnect between
Mhm.
what we're saying we're doing and what we actually do. So our brothers and our members have to actually live those values in their
Yes.
day-to-day life,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And you could take just one word,
Yeah.
a day and go through it that way.
Yeah, I think that's really brilliant. And that's something that I want every fraternity and sorority to do. I think it's a brilliant marketing campaign. And Margot absolutely hit the nail on the head. I think it's really, really good. Now, one other question here. How could the college fraternities or sororities get better local media attention in newspapers or in television for all the positive work that they're doing in their communities? Because their biggest complaint is the media only likes to talk about all of the negative stuff. They never cover the
Okay.
positive stuff we do.
Okay, that's a really great, great, great question. The first thing you have to do is understand how the media works. So I'm going to say that college fraternities are there from like August to May,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
August to May-ish.
Yep,
All
that's
right.
it.
So you want to hit, right. So you want to hit the stories with a content calendar and you want to be hitting the media 4 weeks in advance, right? So maybe it's back to school. Maybe it's like, I'm going to do you Thanksgiving because it just popped in my head. So what do students do who don't have a place to go? Right? That's always a story that you want to know. So maybe you can have like, our fraternity does this, or our sorority does this, or maybe a fraternity or sorority is offering a dinner in advance, like a friendship dinner the day before, or, give me that sort of thing. Or maybe they raised money for a homeless shelter for turkeys and they're starting in September and then see how it goes. And because of this, they're offering these chores with a goal. Those are really interesting stories. Now, here's the second point. The first point was calendar, right? You got to start ahead 4 to 6 weeks. I need to be able to see the story on paper. not somebody just pitching it so I can understand where the story is. If anybody needs help, you can write to me at Black Ink PR and I can help you with small stories. But you want to get them in advance, and you must make it worthy of your community and the media outlet. Too many people pitch stories that are me. I'm so pretty. I'm wearing red. I have glasses. You want to pitch it in the story of, we know there are many people in the community that are lacking the proper eyewear. For that reason, because studying is such an important value we have, we wanted to make sure everybody could see clearly. It was our goal to raise 1,000 pieces of eyewear to give back to our community. And our goal is to do it all by the end of the year, hoping you can help.
Love it. Really,
And we're
really
taking
good
these
stuff.
actions to do it. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
I love
Okay.
that you have your book. I think the book is a great resource. Obviously, reach out to Margot if you need help in terms of reaching out to the media. But I mean, this is really, really good stuff. Really, really great. I love it. And now
And they want to hear your good stories, but you have to
yes,
package up the good stories, and you got to understand you really have to make it of value and of service to your community. And then if you really want to get media attention, make sure there's a great visual with it.
yeah, that is a great
Maybe it's
point.
guys in tuxedos washing cars.
Right. Yeah, a great photo will definitely sell the story because that picture tells 1,000 words, 100%. And it's got to be about the audience, right? Remember what
Has
Margot's
to.
talking about. It's not about you. Forget about you. It's about the person you are serving. That is who it's all about. That's the
That
key to
is.
great conversations. That's the
Mhm.
key to life right there. Think about the other person first, and then
It's
you'll do
such a big
amazing things.
deal. It's
I
such
know.
a big deal. Do I have 1 minute to tell you something
Of
really
course,
quickly?
yes.
So I get a lot of notes through my, my contact form at Black Ink PR.
Mhm.
And lots of times for a while, I was getting notes from people looking for internships. And all the letters would start, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Nobody would tell me about Black Ink. Nobody would tell me about how they came to me. Start your letter with you. It's everybody's favorite topic, right?
Yeah.
You have done this, you've done this, and you seem to be that. And I think I've got some skills that could help you.
Yes.
I
Beautiful.
think we've got a story that could help your station. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Start
much
with
more
you.
powerful.
Start with you. That's the key word you need to add to your conversation. It's always about you. So I really love it. Fantastic. All right. So we love good food here at the Fraternity Foodie Podcast. And I know you love really good food too. So we are connected on this. Where should I go for a great bite to eat out in LA?
All right. I actually just ate there yesterday and I love it. It's really close to me. And I went to look at Yelp before this conversation because I had a feeling you were going to ask me that to make sure I was not alone. And I did check. There's 3,500 5 stars on this place. It's my favorite. It's called Joe's Falafel. I'm going university budget, right?
Wow.
In a
Nice.
strip mall, Joe's Falafel. It's right near Universal Studios. If you are ever in town, Michael, I will take you there for a bite to eat. Best falafel, best shawarma, best lemon chicken, homemade bread. It is so good. It's one of my happy places. It's in a strip mall and it is so tasty. And I might go celebrate this interview with lunch there again today. So if you want a good cheap eat, check out Joe's Falafel. That's my
That is
foodie
fantastic.
fraternity
I
tip.
love it. I love it. You are episode number 485, and you are the first person to recommend a falafel place. And the Israeli in me absolutely loves that suggestion. So,
That's
yes,
so
we will
funny.
go for Joe's Falafel.
I'm gonna
That's
go tell Joe
fantastic.
right after this. So good. I ate
Yeah,
there last night.
I can't wait to go. I'm going to go check it out. I'll let you know when I'm in LA. I'll meet you at Joe's and
I,
we'll share a falafel. All right.
I can't wait. I look forward to it. Yeah.
All right. So, if our audience, if they want to connect with you, if they want to buy your book or they want to get some PR and marketing services for their organization, where should they go?
You can go to my website, black like the color ink, INK, PR.com, and hit me up on the contact form. I'll never, ever ignore anybody. If I didn't get it, just write again. But also my book's on Amazon, and you can go check out the book on my personal website, margotblack.com, and it's Margot with a T. I've got small packages to help people understand. I have an hour and a half coaching session. I have 45-minute coaching sessions. I'm happy to help people understand how to really get their marketing efforts together because I think I said this earlier, like a confused mind never buys. And it is always the job of the communicator to be clear. It is not the job of the receptor to understand and to try to figure anybody out. You've got to get your packaging tight before you pitch. And then after that, just keep pitching.
I love
Just
it.
keep pitching.
I love it. So go and check out Margot's personal website. Her name is spelled Margot, Black, Black. So you can check it out on her personal website, or you can go to her business website. That's certainly possible as well. It's blackinkpr.com. Go and check that out and go buy the book. You can pick that up on Amazon. It's called Life's a Pitch: How to Win What You Want in Business and in Life. This is an invaluable tool to all college students. I'm telling you, there's so much gold in here that you're going to be able to use for your personal career. You're going to be able to use for your fraternity or sorority, and you're going to be able to use it in your career after you graduate. So please, please go and pick up that book. Margot, thank you so much for being here with us today.
So much, Michael. You're the best. And to every college student, just keep pitching. It never stops, but just keep pitching. Just go get yourself a little bit more of what you want. And I am here rooting for you and rooting for you, Michael. So thank you so much for having me. Truly honored.
It was my pleasure. Can't wait to see you out in LA. And to our audience, if you enjoyed this conversation with Margot, I want you to like it and I want you to share it with other college students that also need PR and marketing help, because Margot is your person. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you on the next episode of the Fraternity Foodie Podcast. Bye for now.